a pilot program for the digital dollar, which is a central bank digital currency, CBDC, backed by financial heavyweights such as SBC, MasterCard, and Wells Fargo, has been unveiled by the Federal Reserve. This heralds the beginning of a dystopian future in which the government exercises control over a centralized digital currency, thereby posing a threat to the freedom of individuals. It is possible that a social credit score system, similar to the one used in China, which restricts access to basic necessities such as travel and even gasoline, will be implemented in the United States in the event that the pilot program is a success. It is essential to keep in mind that the decentralized cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin are not at all comparable to the digital dollar in any way. We have been witnesses to the birth of a decentralized and transparent form of currency that is beyond the control of any one specific individual since the advent of cryptocurrency. On the other hand, the digital dollar represents the complete antithesis of this ideal. It is a completely centralized currency that the government is able to monitor at every stage. Their ultimate objective is crystal clear: the production of programmable currency, a tool that will enable them to determine what we are able to buy and what we're not, ranging from airline tickets to gas to food. In a future dominated by digital currencies issued by central banks, economic liberty, and the ability to spend the money we have worked so hard to earn however we see fit will be things of the past. Let us not forget the warning that George Gaiman, who has illuminated this troubling reality, has given us. It is imperative that we maintain our vigilance and keep up the fight for economic liberty if we wish to safeguard our future. The only way we have any hope of preserving the fundamental right to spend our money as we see fit is if we take this step. However, once programmable money is widely available, all of this will be rendered obsolete. The government will be able to monitor each and every transaction and restrict our access to certain goods and services. As a result, they will be able to precisely dictate how we spend our money. This level of control cannot be tolerated, as it poses an obvious danger to the financial independence we have worked so hard to achieve. We need to work together to prevent the widespread use of programmable money so that we can safeguard our financial interests. Do not let yourself be duped by those individuals who seek to profit from this risky system. Instead, you should consider supporting alternative, decentralized forms of currency in order to take control of your own financial future. Keep in mind that the people, not those who seek to exert control over us, hold the real power in this country. Join the fight for economic freedom and advocate for the use of currencies that are not governed by a central authority. If we work together, we will be able to make the future better and more prosperous. If the government adopts a digital dollar, they will have the ability to program your money so that you can't make certain purchases, such as alcohol or gas-powered cars. You could think about giving your children pocket money, but programming the money so that it couldn't be used for sweets. Because of this, they have the ability to decide whether or not businesses will be successful. This problem is not limited to the United States. Rather, it is a problem that affects the entire world, as the World Economic Forum works to promote the use of digital currencies issued by central banks and digital identification systems everywhere. The need to combat hate speech and extremism online, as well as the need to fortify the financial system in the event of crises, such as natural disasters or pandemics, are given as the justifications for this action. It is abundantly clear that we need to embrace the use of digital currencies to assist in the management and improvement of decentralized currencies to bring the control to the people. The move toward digital currencies issued by central banks isn't being made with the intention of preserving the freedom of the people, rather a tool that will be used to enslave the masses. It is essential to keep in mind that those who stand to profit from the use of these currencies may not have our best interests in mind. Behind the persuasive rhetoric of figures such as Klaus Schwab and the World Economic Forum, we need to remain vigilant and ask ourselves, who really stands to benefit from the widespread adoption of central bank digital currencies? Because more than 100 governments are already investigating or implementing these systems, and because major players like China and the European Union are leading the charge, it is imperative that we keep ourselves aware of the potential risks and challenges that are posed by this rapidly evolving landscape. We can only have hope of making the world a better and safer place for everyone if we keep ourselves informed and actively participate in shaping the future of our financial system. In 2018, a university student was expelled due to his father's poor social credit score, and in 2017, 17 individuals who refused to perform their mandatory military service were restricted from applying to high schools or enrolling in universities. The example of China, where even the most mundane aspects of day-to-day life are subject to strict government control, makes it abundantly clear that the threat posed by central bank digital currencies is all too clear. There is no facet of life that is beyond the purview of the government's watchful gaze, whether it be the keeping of domesticated animals or the utilization of public transportation. Those who do not comply with the rules run the risk of not only having their belongings taken away from them, but also of having fundamental liberties taken away from them, such as the inability to travel or access credit. Do not be fooled. This is the world we run the risk of creating if we allow ourselves to be lulled into complacency by the convenience of digital currencies issued by central banks. Under this system, our every action will be monitored and controlled, and we will be at the mercy of a powerful elite who seek to enslave us in the name of social credit and order. Let China serve as a warning. The path towards central bank digital currencies is a slippery slope that leads to the loss of our most fundamental rights and freedoms. This is a false choice, and we have no choice but to reject it and fight instead for a future in which our economic freedom is preserved and protected. The digital dollar will serve as a means to further enslave the citizens of the United States of America on the whims of the next clown in power.